Hey everybody, Eagle Run 23 here. Got some cool stuff for you in this video and some breaking news from the folks at 80% Arms. I was messing around on Twitter and I saw this lower receiver. This got me all fired up. I was very excited to see this design and I knew exactly what they were doing. And it turns out that that doesn't stand for what you think it stands for.
So this is our Texas edition 80% lower receiver. As you can see, it's engraved with this amazing acronym. The acronym stands for Fight Against Federal Overreach, nothing else.
So I hopped on 80% Arms website, went right over to the page, and added this to my cart. And I was able to select pick up in store. As you know, 80% Arms is semi-local to me, about a 45-minute drive away. And I was able to run by there on Thursday and pick up my lower. When I got there, I didn't know they were going to have two updates for me. One in the legal department, which we're going to get to in this video, and two, they wanted me to have their Smith Defense. This is the Sig S365, and it is a billet aluminum modular grip system. Now, you guys have not seen a Sig on the channel, and now that I have this, I think I'm only missing one thing, and that would be a fire control group. So, I guess I'm going to buy a Sig now. I kind of need to because this is so beautiful. We've got to do something cool with it. Also, we still need to talk about this AR-45 lower. I've showed this to you guys before, but we have not been able to get the upper receiver in. A little bit of an update for you on that. So let me bring you down here and we'll get to work. In talking with them, they said there's quite a bit of confusion. They can't sell the GST pistol, but they can still sell the 80% AR-15s. They've got these in 308. They've got this cool 45, and of course the Texas edition one here that we looked at earlier. Really cool design. Happy to have that in the collection. We're gonna have to see what we can do with that. That was the whole reason why I went down there, was because I wanted this lower. So really great people. Talked a lot about some of the legal stuff. I have a video on that I'm waiting for them to review so that we can post some information. When you're dealing with that legal stuff, we really got to make sure that we've got all the details correct. And so letting them check that over before I release it. But what we can talk about is this really cool Smith Defense S365 Modular Frame. So starting out here with the actual frame. Now, ordinarily, this would be the serialized part. Because the fire control group on the SIG carries the serial number, they can make these frames. And we've seen some pretty cool frames on the market, but we haven't really seen one like this. And let me show you why. So this little front section right here turns it into the smaller frame, and it takes a screw right there in the middle. And you can also swap to the larger frame. They essentially call these dust covers, and the matchup there is really nice. Very tight seam. Doesn't really look all cut up like some of the modular stuff does. Really cool design. The next thing we can do is we can keep this short grip on there, which you can see in my hand is a little on the small side. No problem, because we can add the a little bit longer grip. I wonder if they may have had one even longer than this one. I need to check on that because my hand is still pretty small on this one. I have red and black here, but if you're running the short one, you can run it just like that, run your mag in there, and you're good to go. But if you switch to the longer setup, that is where the longer grip panel comes into play. Of course, I need to get the screws in there, but it would look something like that. Pretty nice to have this size. I think that comes out something like a Glock 19 frame size. Not super familiar with all the SIG stuff. I need to get better at that. But really cool. He also talked about how the dimensions and everything of this are available, and you can 3D print your own, which is kind of cool. You want to put your logo in there or something. This is just a really well made, super cool item here. Glad to have this, and I guess we need to get to building some SIG stuff. So I have a link for 80% Arms. I wrote a little blog post about them. It's got links to all this stuff in it, and it'll be in the pinned comments and probably in the description as well. So run out there, get yourself a Texas edition, even if you're not in Texas. Just a really cool made in Texas kind of thing here. Cool design. All right, guys. Eagle Run 23. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one.